Yes, we are here in Kanungu, and of course today is the polling day, and the voting is going on well in all parts of the country. From the reports we receive, the major glitch that we had in the morning is the failure by the biometric voter verification kits, which due to technical errors they could not get functional, and the Electoral Commission guided that we should use the manual registers so that voters can still be identified. Yes, the glitch, but it has no big consequences which should worry anybody. And in Kanungu here, in my constituency, I have already voted. Voting is going on fairly well in most parts of the constituency, save for some areas where people complain of bribery. My agents are complaining that some candidates are trying to bribe voters, but police is high in full gear to ensure that they provide security for the whole exercise. But otherwise, the exercise is going on well. Our appeal is to the voters that although the BVVK kits did not function, that should not be a big problem. They should go to the polling stations and cast their ballots, and we urge Ugandans not to be violent, to allow a calm and peaceful environment that enables Ugandans to exercise their constitutional and democratic right. And of course, as you know, today we are voting for the president, constituency MPs, and women MPs. On my side, we are agents of NRM, so we continue to appeal that we support NRM. But otherwise, the exercise is moving on fairly well. So regarding the internet shutdown, yes, we provide services, but all services are regulated. If, for instance, in the wisdom of security, they detect that the provision of internet is going to cause security challenges, they can recommend shutdown, which is temporary, but that should not bother Ugandans, because shutting down internet does not stop anybody from exercising his right of voting. And even if the internet is shut down, the sun will still rise from the east and set in the west, and the voters will still be able to cast their vote. And all of these are done in the interest of Ugandans. If, for instance, some criminals want to use internet and connectivity to disrupt the peace and order in society, security and the government cannot keep looking on. We have to intervene for the sake of safety and security of all Ugandans. What is very important is for Ugandans to be enabled to come to the polling stations and cast their ballot without any hindrance, without anybody disrupting their peace. And this is going on in all parts of the country.
Maybe lastly, I saw something here whereby ideally the army should come to reinforce if the police has been overwhelmed.
There is abuse of the army here in Kanungu. The information that I have, I think some commanders have been bribed by some candidates. And here at my polling station where I cast my ballot, I found 2 military officers threatening people with guns, telling people that they can shoot them, but I have asked the commander to withdraw them. Otherwise, they can easily be lynched by the public. There is police deployed here, and the police officers are doing their work. There was no commotion. There was no justification for deployment of military at polling stations. So this was wrong, and I have told the commander that if he has his people have been bribed, then we shall investigate it, because the role of the army in Kanungu particularly has been to just beef up police by patrolling the area, patrolling and ensuring there is harmony, not to come and man polling stations. So this was an irregularity which we have sorted out with the commander. I have been representing this constituency, and we have been doing campaigns and outlining the key achievements we have registered, and also what lies ahead that requires to be done. Kanungu, as a hard-to-reach area, we are definitely pushing for tarmacking some of the roads which connect us to the rest of the country. We are going to put energy in boosting tourism and also ensuring that the local people can benefit from tourism, because Kanungu is a tourism area. NRM government has been providing services, but we need to scale up and expand some of these services. For instance, electricity needs to be expanded and extended to the rest of the communities. Safe water access has to be expanded, but also we have to look at the issue of education. As a government, we've already taken a decision to make sure that universal primary and secondary education becomes free. And that's one of the cardinal issues I will push within the government and parliament, to ensure that children access free education, both at primary and secondary, because our people are poor and therefore government supports them. And also to improve healthcare services. We've been doing a lot of work to improve healthcare, but you see the population is increasing at a fairly high rate, and therefore we have to address the volume, the quantities of drugs and other pharmaceutical supplies within our health centers, but also increase the numbers of health workers so that people can be served. And also we have sub-counties newly created that do not have health centers and government secondary schools, so I would be pushing for extension of those services so that the people of Kinkizi East and Nidi Kanungu can benefit from the NRM government.